All right, statistically, when it comes to video or web video, people will watch videos that have good audio longer than they'll watch videos with bad audio. Or to put it another way, audio is a very important part of video. The problem is the built-in microphones that come with video cameras, including flip-style cameras, leave a lot to be desired. And there are two ways that we can fix this. The first is by using an external microphone plugged into the camera. However, not all flip-style cameras have a jack for plugging in an external microphone. But if yours does, your best option is to use a lavalier or lav mic. This is a microphone that attaches to your shirt like I'm using now. Lav mics come in wired or wireless models. Of the two, wired models are definitely the cheapest. The drawback is you generally only get mono sound from wired mics instead of stereo sound. You can get wired lav mics at electronic stores like Radio Shack for around $30, or a model I recommend that you can find online is the Audio-Technica ATR 3350. When it comes to wireless lav mics, this is a little more dicey for two reasons. First, with the wireless mics, you have basically a transmitter, which is your microphone, and then a receiver, which attaches to the camera. And these receivers can actually be bigger than flip-style cameras themselves. So you've got the issue of how are you going to secure the receiver to your camera. But the bigger issue is price and performance. Good quality wireless lav mic systems will run $500 and up. Since you're using a camera that was $200 or cheaper, you likely don't want to spend that. However, there are cheaper wireless lav mics available, like the Audio-Technica Pro 88, which is around $120. But keep in mind that you get what you pay for with wireless mics, so don't expect killer results from cheap wireless microphone systems. But what if your camera doesn't have an external microphone jack? You can't afford a wireless system, and you don't want to be tethered with a wired mic. In that case, you can use a digital voice recorder and record the audio separately, then sync it with your video during editing. A digital voice recorder is just the little pocket-sized recorders that you can pick up really at any office supply store. And basically any model will do. However, I do recommend that you avoid Olympus recorders. It's not because they are bad, they're actually very good. It's because Olympus recorders tend to record audio in a funny format that doesn't sync well with video. And this can cause you a lot of headaches, which is why I say just avoid Olympus recorders. As far as recording with a digital voice recorder, you can stick the voice recorder in your pocket or close to you, or even plug a lavalier microphone into it. You want to press record on both your camera and the voice recorder, then make a sound like clapping your hands, so you have a reference or cue point during editing where you know the audio and video should be synced. Next, you're going to go into your video editing software, add the recording from your digital voice recorder, and add the recording from your camera. You'll want to sync the footage using the waveforms from both your voice recording and your video footage. This is where that hand clap we did can come in handy. You just move the files around until you get the waveforms from each file to match visually. It may take a few minutes of moving things around to get everything in perfect sync, but once you do, you can just delete the audio track that came from your camera. This is a very, very simple trick that does take a little extra time, but the end result will be that you'll have much better audio to go along with your video.